Question. It's going to look at percentage atom economy later on down the page. However, it gives you some relatively easy marks to pick up because they've done a lot of the work for you at the top of this question. So it's talking about making urea and water from ammonia and carbon dioxide. So I'm going to split the equation in half and just refresh our understanding of conservation of mass. And conservation of mass just basically tells you that whatever you've got over one side of the arrow, you've got to have over the other side of the arrow in terms of the mass of the atoms available. Now, as I say, they've done all the work for you. They tell you that the mass of the urea is 60 and the mass of water is 18. So over this side we've got 78 as a total mass of the products. Now over the other side they tell you that carbon dioxide is 44, so that is 44. The ammonia is 17. Now 17 and 44 won't be enough to make it up to 78. And where you make it up to 78 is the fact that the ammonia, there's two lots of it, so we need to times that by 2. So 2 times 17. 2 times 17 is 34. So then the 34 and the 44 will make 78. The rest of the question is fairly straightforward after that. They tell you that the factory wants to produce 6,000 grams of urea. Now, you just convert that 60 into 6,000, and to do that you have to times it by 100. They want to know the mass of ammonia. So if you've got 34 on this side and 60 there, and to get from 60 to 6,000 you times it by 100, you just times that by 100 as well. So 3,400. That's going to be the answer. There's another way to do it, and it's based on the balance symbol equation. In this case, the balance symbol equation tells us we've got 2 ammonia and 1 urea. So it's a 2 to 1 ratio. We've got, for the urea, a mass of a relative molecular mass of 60, and we've got 6,000 grams. So 6,000 divided by 60 equals 100. Because this is a 2 to 1 ratio, if we've got 100 moles of urea, we're going to need 200 moles of the ammonia. The MR of the ammonia is still 17, and we just need to rearrange this to find out the unknown. Rearranging that, you should know that it's just going to be 200 times 17, which equals 3,400. It's exactly the same answer that we had there. So when you're putting your answer down, either way to do it, there's a couple more ways you can do it, but that's the simplest one. It's 3,400. The next part of the question, and it's for 2 marks, it asks you to calculate the percentage atom economy. Now these questions are all the same. Mass of the useful product. Well, we want to make urea, sorry. We don't want to make water. So the mass of the useful product is 60. Don't do the MR of all the reactants, do the MR of all the products, because we've already calculated that. The mass of the products, of all the products, was 60 for the urea and 18 for the water. So the actual equation you need to do is 60 divided by 78. And if you do that calculation, you should come out with a percentage yield on your calculator, 0.769. That's a decimal. To get it as a percentage, just times it by 100. So you should come out with 76.9%.